So I want to take another way of looking at what our body paragraph should be doing by talking to you about color coding. And I've set up a little system of color coding here where blue represents a claim, orange represents the language analysis of literary devices, and brown or red or whatever color that is represents the cultural context. So these are the three things we want to do. I'm not going to read them verbatim to you. You can stop the video if you want to look at them again. It's just another way of saying what I've already said in my previous lecture and what I've already said on the rubric. But what we can do is use this color coding to look at our own paragraphs and evaluate how well they're meeting the criteria. So I've got a sample paragraph here, and we can see that this paragraph has all the elements to different degrees. The blue designates the claim. The orange represents the unpacking of specific language. The brown gets at the cultural context. Now, what's interesting about this paragraph, in my opinion, and it's really a problem with this paper as a whole, is that there is maybe too much cultural context and not enough language analysis. The ideal paragraph would have some blue, lots of orange, and some brown. But I still think this is a really good paragraph because the language analysis the language analysis that's here is excellent, and the cultural analysis is great too. But in the ideal world, things would look a little different. Now I'm going to shrink this so we can see the whole paragraph at once, and you can see that this is a paragraph that's got all three elements. And as I said, the brown, the culture, outweighs the language analysis a little bit. And I would be careful of that paradigm because you really want to document that you can break down the language and use the terms and unpack the literary devices and connect them back to what they mean. You'll also notice that you can bounce back and forth, right? From language to culture to language to culture. And you might even find in one sentence you bounce back and forth. So the color coding is not meant to create rigidity in your paragraph, but it is meant as a tool to help you see, do I have everything here? Are all the pieces I'm supposed to have where they need to be? So I'm going to ask you, as we're drafting this paper, to do this kind of color coding with your drafts. And then, of course, for the final draft, you'll take away all the color coding. But as you draft, as you go, it's an important tool to help you visualize things. So again, here's the criteria for a good body paragraph. And here's an example of a paragraph that's good because it meets all the sort of goals of the paragraph as represented by the color codes, but might lack a little balance in terms of language analysis versus cultural context. Although, as I said, this is still a really good paragraph. Okay, so I'll see you in Canvas. Hope this helps you, gives you a better sense of what we're trying to do in our body paragraphs. Bye.